Hello, and welcome to the Abuse Cartoons live stream. So we're back again. It looks like everything's working. Got things at a little different location now. I finally moved my desk and everything over, so behind me is just a bookcase instead of a window. So if the sun is too bright, it's not going to shine through the green screen. I hope everyone is doing well. Hey K5, how's it going? Hey Yum, good to see you. So let's see if we can do this. Yeah, pretty uneventful week, so not much to talk about. I failed in reaching my father on Father's Day, so no information from the homeland. But it's probably for the best. It doesn't sound like things are going particularly well right now. But yeah, I hope everyone, regardless, is hanging in there. It sounds a little confusing right now. People were saying that oh, why did that? Oh, that's right, because the eraser is on the wrong setting. There we go. People were saying that it's pretty frustrating flying from or towards Canada, because Canada and the US have completely different, and maybe that's true of Japan too, have different mask rules on the planes, so nobody knows what to do, but before landing they have to follow the rules. It sounds like a mess. So we'll probably have that for a while. And we're getting all just kids. Most of the new stuff in Japan, which I guess isn't surprising, is under 10. Which isn't surprising because everyone else has been exposed. Or I guess, you know, this is the new version, is finding new new places to hide. Right. K5 is I hope that was a cowboy hat and not a fedora, K5. I guess you would have said milady, that's right. So ma'am is much more correct than the good old meme. Alright. Yes, I have to think of something to talk about. I haven't really even watched any movies or anything. Anything I've been watching recently on streaming has been really disappointing. But at least I'm back to drawing endless boxes again. Something else. Yeah, so I hope this time worked out okay. It's a little delayed, but the morning was a little hectic, so back at it at this time. Yeah, and this is a test week. Oh, I shouldn't. Yeah, I shouldn't do that. I do that in another color. For my kid, so no after school stuff. So schedule's all crazy. All right. Oh, the Top Gun sequel is out in Japan. I guess it's doing pretty good everywhere, but it's doing really well here. And Tom Cruise has a funny history in Japan. I guess like in the 80s, his like movie star looks, if you want to call them that, worked very well in Japan. Like people could understand his, his charisma or whatever. His looks didn't look strange. There's a lot of, especially like very, blonde-haired, blue-eyed movie stars. Their look doesn't make sense to Japanese people. I don't know if it's the face blindness or whatever. They just look foreign, but they don't look nice. But something about Tom Cruise, especially with the heavy 80s eyebrows, something about Tom Cruise resonated pretty well. And I think he realized that pretty quickly and started a good relationship with the interpreters and the production companies and stuff in Japan, and followed all the etiquette, gave them gifts and everything. So he must have had someone guiding him with, Japanese business etiquette. So he gets really favorable treatment in Japan. Plus, he's very tall in Japan. I mean, he's very normal sized in Japan. But yeah, that was something I was surprised about, like watching, because the original Top Gun, of course, is on streaming, and I hadn't seen it in a while. But it does kind of make sense, like the sharpness or whatever of his look, like doesn't look strange to Asian people. Like his face isn't too small or too long or anything, and his size isn't isn't confusing. So that's funny. There's a couple other. Bon Jovi does really well in Japan for some reason. So Japan, that just proves Japan is like Neo New Jersey, right? Bon Jovi does well. What other foreign? Yeah, so there's some people that, when they tour internationally, they always have to come to Japan because they have a good audience here, which is very funny. Yeah, there's a couple more. I'll think of them eventually, but yeah, it's a funny thing. Hey Matt, how's it going? Good to see you. Yeah, I got a combined chat and YouTube chat. I gotta figure out what to look at. I guess I'll keep an eye on both. But yeah, for some reason the Restream chat sometimes just dies, like its connection just dies, so no idea. Yeah, so Matt and I have been working on some stuff. So once I get some more of it colored, I'll show it off on the stream. So probably next week. But again, very fun. Yeah, very fun to work together. Matt's a great writer and very good at coming up with interesting scenarios for tabletop stuff. So that's really, it's been really fun. Always. All right. But yeah, I'm trying to think, what are the other like big in Japan people? I'm trying to think who's popular. I think Hugh Jackman was pretty popular, but a lot of Australians kind of get the benefit of the doubt for some reason. And I think because they have they may have good connections to Japanese movie companies or whatever. But yeah, it's funny. But some of them seem to have get special attention. And the interpreter that always handles Tom Cruise is an older woman who's very arrogant about her, ability to understand him and everything. And they've been, working together for like 30 years or something. So she's old and he's old. But yeah, it's funny. But my wife has said on a few occasions that her translation's a little weird. Her word choices are a little strange. So it's just a business thing. She's not the best at the job, but she was the first and stuck with it the longest. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, very good, very good. Mm. Yeah, we should do some. Now that there's so many characters, we should do some cards or something. I was thinking like do like more portrait style because I'm doing like full body drawings just so they're more usable in any kind of situation. But do like character cards like torso, like head and shoulders cards with stats on them or something. That would be fun. I guess that's not. Yeah, no, they have that. That's right. There's decks. There's cards in Twilight, but they're mostly the kind of random encounter generation stuff. But that would be fun to. Although drive-through cards is not great, I've heard. With shipping's a little expensive, and I'm not sure about the quality. I know I do have a set of cards. I think from drive-through. That were decent, but yeah, they'd be fun. All right. What else? But yeah, nothing. Nothing very exciting. Finally, my visa went through, so I'm here for another 5 years, unless I commit a horrible felony. Yeah, that has to be so complicated if you have any arrests in Japan, because if you have to, do visa stuff, you have to declare that and back it up with paperwork. And I wonder what, it's probably very random what's acceptable and what's not. Maybe like parking violations and things are. That's not a felony, of course, but yeah, I wonder what they don't like. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think anybody gets arrested for public intoxication here. Well, maybe foreigners do, but yeah, I've seen some crazy intoxicated businessmen and stuff in Japan, and yeah, nobody cares. Yeah, that makes it a little rough if you've come home late on a Friday or Saturday night, and like you're a kid or something, and for some reason if you're riding the train, there are so many really drunk people on the train. It's a little with some weird behavior, so it gets a little dicey. But just not crime or violence, just weird interactions and people suddenly throwing up on you and things can happen. And I'm sure you get a lot of like weird drunken attention if you're wearing like a school uniform or something. Can only imagine. But it's surprising like how late some kids are out for their cram schools and stuff here. Because it sounds crazy that a kid would be on a train at that time, but actually there's like a lot of legitimate reasons, all involving, study. Yeah, because there's a branch, it's a big franchise of cram schools, and there's one near the station here, and the parents are just lined up to pick up the kids, and it's like 9-10 o'clock. So the kids haven't been home from school since then. They usually go straight from school to the cram school. It's crazy. And I still don't get that. American schools vary in quality tremendously from, county to county, state to state, but you can always kind of demand extra help. If the teacher didn't teach something very well, you can ask them to try it again after school for free, included in your tax-paying dollar. But here, if the teachers suck, then you just pay, additional money and to send your kids to another school. It's very strange. Yeah, the teachers here do feel much more like postal workers, like post office employees, than they do anybody interested in education. Because I guess it's a decent pension, and it's not the easy vacation schedule, though. Like in the U.S., that you only get, I think it's less than a month of summer vacation, and most of the time you're in meetings during that. Oops. So it's not that cushy. It's just, kind of cushy pension-wise, and I guess, job demand-wise, workload is. You're just a babysitter. All right. Yeah, I only met a few actual teachers. The little bit of stuff I did in public school, I only met a few actual teachers. Everybody else is, just a government worker. And they're terrified of parents here. I guess, they call them monster parents. And the parents have a lot of influence over the Board of Education, and the PTA is a pretty brutal organization here. So, a lot of the teachers are terrified of the parents, which is not a great way to have your school going, because always the worst or the most difficult parents are, their kids are usually the worst students. So funny how that works. Oh, well, yeah, they don't have helicopter parents here. They have monster parents. Yeah, and I guess because the further along in school you get, the less contact really the parents have with the school. They just have like the regular parent-teacher conferences, but not so much interaction. Elementary school, there's a lot more activities and things. So a lot more interaction with the teachers, but yeah, the older the kids get, the less that happens. All right. I don't know what's going on here. Crime school. Yes. Well, it kind of is crime school. It's anti-crime school. It's just to keep the kids off the streets, and from out in front of the convenience stores. Yeah, they say the Japanese word is juku or juken, and but I think it's translated in most anime to cram school. So just cram the information into your head. So it's just a lot of math drills and reviewing maybe history or Japanese or something. Some of the more difficult topics where students can fall behind. A lot of math. The crime school. Yeah, I guess that does. Oh no! Change the category of this stream. Yeah, when I randomly just draw stuff, it just draws shapes. It never looks well. Well, get rid of that. I'll send that to Yum as a emoji. Yeah, anytime I just draw like a weird shape, it ends up looking not good. Now you know why I warm up with so many boxes. Or whatever. Cubes, I'll say. Yeah, but that really is the in Japan especially, that overemphasis on studying and grades and extra club activities after school and things is a real effort to prevent delinquency, because it really is only the kids that dropped out of school that can cause any trouble. The kids that stay in school are so busy with stuff, they don't have any time to hang out on the street or do anything. They're just rushing from one appointment to another. Yeah, because the schools usually don't close. The actual camp, school grounds don't close until around 7 p.m. And then after that, kids usually go to the cram school. But they should go to the crime school. That would be good. Train them how to. Yeah, the stories I've heard about, actual crime in Japan, like burglary, like house robberies, the property theft and stuff. There's so much of it that it's not, I guess because there's not the drug problem here. Most of it is so organized, and it happens very, you know, effortless. There's not home invasions, basically. People aren't breaking into your house while you're asleep. They're casing your house, waiting to learn your schedule, come into your house when you're not there, and just, you know, clean it out with a moving van, basically. So the gangs are very systematic and very good at what they do. So it's very funny. I think I told the story too, that the old style, because most people didn't lock their doors, especially in the countryside, so the old style of kind of theft prevention, or like, you know, to minimize the effects of someone breaking into your house, is you have a little you know, chest or a little nightstand or something by the entrance of the house, like inside the what they call the ginkgon, the kind of the foyer or the entryway in the house, and in the drawer there you just put a wad of cash, like you put like $500 in cash in this drawer, and it's going to be the first thing that they check when they come into the house. And if that's satisfying enough, then they're not going to go any further into your house. They're just going to take that cash and leave. So that was a tactic, and probably, I think, a pretty well understood tactic to deal with thieves, is they first check that cash reward. And with, you know, very minimal risk, they could be in and out of your place and have something to show for it, and you didn't lose any property and didn't, you know, have any more like damage or anything. You know, nothing else got broken or whatever. But that was an old trick, so I've heard. But yeah, the people that I've heard that have had their houses robbed, it's like a, you know, an anti-moving company. You know, it's basically a moving company that waits for you to not be there, and yeah, very cleanly removes everything of value. All right. Hey, Lil Will, how's it going? Good to see you. Nice. That's right. I've got to start my my abuse cartoons OnlyFans, where I draw erotic, suggestive erotic objects. I wonder if somebody does that, because there are a lot of you know, people that do, you know, illustrations like on Twitch and stuff. I wonder if anyone's done that where they're not on OnlyFans, just they do drawings or take creepy drawing requests on OnlyFans. I could see somebody doing that. That doesn't seem like it's impossible, I'm sure. Lurkin Will. Nice. Yeah, good to see you. Ninja Billy. Lurking about. Alright. Yeah, so that's good. I mean, that is amazing how much of a difference that makes with, you know, kind of breaking and entering crime when people aren't desperate and trying to get money, you know, any kind of money they can as fast as possible for their, you know, next fix or whatever. So that changes the stakes a lot, and I guess, like, you know, makes people much more calculated and organized. But at the same time, then that means you have to have insanely what's the very high punishment on any sort of drug crime, any sort of even minor drug crime, which is weird. Alright, maybe like this. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, like I think I've said that before, Japan doesn't really have much of a choice because they're surrounded by so much opium, and you know, the Southeast Asia, they have already have a huge threat of smuggling, so they have to make sure that they minimize the effects. Oh, I saw that there was kind of a, I don't know what level of court it was, but it's close to a Supreme Court. But there was a judgment in Osaka turning down that because there was a challenge to the constitutionality of a ban on gay marriage in Japan, and there was a decision recently from an Osaka court that upheld the ban on gay marriage. So they still have, in parts of Tokyo, they still have domestic partnership, but yeah, formally gay marriage is not. They're not close to that yet. But always, Japan is like socially kind of 20 years behind most of the West, and just because of how they have things structured paperwork wise and stuff, I'm sure they're using that as an excuse, because it also makes it weird for foreigners. How they list them in the household paperwork and stuff. But yeah, so that's another delay. Yeah, I don't know. And I don't know what I think the younger generation, though, I think once these ancient judges and politicians are gone, which it's got to be close because there's so many, like, really, really decrepit, 80, 90-year-olds hanging around. But once that generation and their kind of, voting power is less, we'll see. I think we'll see some social changes in Japan, but still they have a pretty good stranglehold. All right. Yeah, that will be interesting, though, if Japan does legalize gay marriage. I wonder if there's going to be an increase in immigration for those purposes from Muslim countries, from like Asian Muslim countries, and maybe even Middle Eastern countries for freedom, because they would definitely be the first in this region. So yeah, that might be a very interesting response to that, and who knows if that's part of their calculation. But yeah, something just happened. Oh, there we go. Yeah, my pen jumped sizes there. That looked really weird. But yeah, that was and of course those reports are always made very quietly, so as not to disturb the older people. But we'll see. Hopefully I'll be old enough, live long enough, I guess, to see it. Yeah, because there's a lot, it's becoming more and more common in TV dramas and stuff. But, like I was saying, it's almost like a 20-year delay. It's like the US in the late 90s, early 2000s, of seeing more and more gay characters and storylines involving same-sex relationships that aren't novelty or that are depicted in a positive way, that aren't like a either for just for laughs. I can't think of the comic relief. They aren't comic relief, and they're not they're taken as seriously as any of the other characters. That's starting to happen now. So yeah, we'll see if the culture follows. it's popular entertainment, but that's why I'm thinking that the younger generation is gonna make different decisions. What am I drawing these weird toolboxes over and over? Yeah, I haven't seen any anything else? Now my messages are gonna go. Okay, hey Matt, yeah. Good night. Thanks for checking in. It was good to see you, and it was real fun to be working together again. Uh yeah, I got on a little late, and so if you're working, you better be sleeping. uh all right. Oh, check my Instagram. Okay, cool. I will, K5. Thanks. Uh mm. Yeah, talk to you soon, Matt. All right. I will get on my Instagram. Oh, I told that story already. That was so bizarre. Where my Instagram locked me out because it thought my age. Nice. Oh, very cool. Ah, so John is using the artwork. Oh, that's fun. Thanks, K5, for updating me. Very cool. Yeah, I gotta do something else. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of drawing for Matt recently for his new book. So yeah, that's been fun. So I don't only draw this cartoon. I sometimes do other things. Sometimes. Uh, yeah, right. Yeah. I think that's true. Yeah, and it's always funny in pop culture how that progresses. It's these like these harmless. It starts out as these harmless eccentrics and kind of the sassy friend and whatever, and then finally the characters grow into. I think I noticed. I think it was 6 Feet Under on HBO. The first time I noticed like a gay couple being taken very seriously as main characters and being written as just regular characters. Like it wasn't the most important thing to those characters, and that's not how everybody identified them. It was a brother and his husband, and I think that was the first time I really saw how how well developed those characters are finally getting in dramas. And 6 Feet Under, that was that the American Beauty guy? Because that would explain it. Alan Ball, yeah, I think so. Filmography, yeah, American Beauty, yeah. So it was Alan Ball, so that makes sense why the gay characters were written well. Oh, he's a Buddhist. That's funny. Nice. Yeah, I haven't been keeping in touch. Oh, he executive produced Banshee on Cinemax. That's funny. Talhead, Uncle Frank. Oh, True Blood. Really? He was an executive producer on True Blood. I didn't know that. That's funny. Yeah, I haven't seen his name come up for a while. So last thing was Here and Now on HBO. Tim Robbins and Holly Hunter, which was canceled. Yeah, so I don't think he's had a lot recently, like in the 20s, in the late teens and 20s. I think he's had any new bigger projects, but he might be getting up there. Yeah, he's 65 now, so yeah, that's probably why he's producing more now. He's not a young guy anymore. But yeah, so that's a so he's gay, gay writer. That's the reason that he could write good gay characters for 6 Feet Under. That's weird though that American Beauty. I think he got the best original screenplay for American Beauty. So he won an Oscar for American Beauty, and he was writing. The main character was a gay actor that wasn't out yet, and but he wrote the neighbor, that closeted military dad neighbor in that movie. That always it's so funny. I haven't watched that movie in a long time. I wonder if it still kind of holds up. But the that neighbor dad character now. Now that what we know about Kevin Spacey, that's a very strange juxtaposition, because you could call, I don't know if he was, I think he was closeted to the industry, but I think probably most people knew something was going on with Kevin Spacey because of who he was constantly hitting on at bars and on the set. The dad character, wasn't he ex-military? The dad character in the neighbor in American Beauty, I guess the father of the kid with the video camera, right? But he comes out, or we know he's closeted. There's some scene where that's kind of revealed. I think that there's a military thing. For some reason, maybe I'm just making that up from a haircut or something, but the father of the kid with the camera was a gay character, which is funny because Kevin Spacey could have probably done a better job at that, because that's what he was living. Yeah. Sorry, is the mic okay? I think my levels are okay. Maybe a little bit low. I'm trying to keep it at a frame, so hope I'm not mumbling too much. But yeah, I haven't seen that movie in a while, so I don't remember the details. I wonder if it holds up. Yeah. I wonder if there's anything that's like very 90s about it, because it's from the 90s, right? 99, yeah. I think the maybe the dad with the crush on the underage daughter's friend may not stand up that well. Yeah, that was the same thing in House of Cards too, didn't Kevin? Or she wasn't underage, but she was much younger. Didn't Kevin Spacey have an affair with the young reporter, or the character, the Frank whatever character? So he had a lot of relationships with younger women on screen. Yeah, have any of you guys seen, speaking of Kevin Spacey, any of you guys seen, I think it's like a direct-to-streaming, a direct-to-video, his new movie? I don't know who produced it, but he plays some assassin or whatever, and he looks really bad. Yeah, he's really bloated and like super covered with makeup to hide whatever's going on. So maybe he's doing a lot of drinking or something, but he looks in pretty bad shape and barely sounds like him. You know how distinctive Kevin Spacey's voice is and everything. It barely even sounds like him. He can't even like read and maybe he's just not putting anything into it, but the lines that he delivers just barely even sound like him at all. Yeah, I still really like his John Doe in Seven is such a good portrayal. Just the dialogue that they have, the conversation they have when he's in the back of the cop car and stuff is so good. I'm sure a lot of I could see John Malkovich, or there's a lot of actors that could have done that, but that's very memorable. When he walks into the police department with blood all over his hands. And then all the back and forth in the car when they're driving out to the desert. Yeah. I think that's the role I mostly think of him. I don't think of Usual Suspects or anything very much. But it's funny. Usual Suspects is very funny that he's the double life of that character. The Kaiser Sose. Yeah, right. Yeah, I just watched some YouTuber do a rundown on it. It looks really bad. I think he's just so far out of it. He's probably not. He's probably living in exile, so he doesn't have that Hollywood life anymore. So his lifestyle is probably pretty messy. But I think he's going to prison though. There's some pretty heavy charges against him in the UK, I think. So yeah, we'll see. But that's too bad. I mean, he's one of those people that I guess want to detach the art from the artist. He, gave some good performances and he's got an interesting voice and stuff. But I think it's gone from those clips that I saw. It sounds like it's gone. But I think Hollywood really has to purge. I don't know if they even can, but has to purge the X-Men director and some of the people that want to indulge themselves in underage kids. I've got to get that out of there. But maybe that's always been a thing. We've just never never been aware because social media wasn't there. But yeah, that's pretty disgusting to know your movie tickets are supporting who knows what. Because it's not like I don't want to go into it, but it's very when your whole lifestyle had to be closeted and was illegal, back in the U.S. In the oh my god, my vocabulary is failing me. Sodomy laws and stuff in the U.S. Trying to control making being gay arrestable. When everything was hidden, then it was easier to hide, pedophilia and stuff. But now, I'm sure YouTube doesn't want to hear anything about this. But it's it makes sense that when everything was being hidden, that it would be easier for people to get away with that. But now there's no reason to protect or allow any of that to be going on. Ugh. Yeah. Who knows? Not hitting on anything. The Hollywood elite, yes. or eat and purge the Hollywood elite. I think I saw there was some meme or some T-shirt or something that said that is eat and throw back up the rich. So yeah, the Hollywood elite, they should be eaten, but of course, just purged immediately, binged and purged. Like they forced so many actors and actresses to do throughout their history. Yeah. Who knows? Yeah, we're doing a story on the tabletop channel about that Embracer Group, that Swedish asset management company that's buying up all the video game companies, and they bought Dark Horse and just a bunch of entertainment stuff. And they recently had a big Saudi Arabia bought a big chunk of them. They have an 8% stake now in that company, and the Embracer Group had to make a statement about that. But I think forever, what I remember from 80s Hollywood is it was all, Saudi Arabia and rich oil countries that were funding Hollywood for all that time. It was cocaine and oil money, that basically made the 80s. So 80s Hollywood. So yeah, that's funny though that they felt they had to. I guess because of the Khashoggi assassination, murder. They felt they had to say something. The journalist that was killed. But yeah, that was interesting. I hadn't. It's funny, all the standard 80s stuff. Russia is back. Rich oil sheikhs and princes are back, funding our entertainment. Doesn't it feel good? But yeah, in that article though that I read about it, it said Saudi Arabia already has pretty big stakes, 10-20% stakes in Nintendo, Capcom, some other decent video game companies. They've done a lot of investing for some reason in video games recently. So Yeah, it's always there. Yeah, so between China and the Middle East, yikes. There's a lot of ownership. Hopefully they don't get together and decide to do anything. Oh, man. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, and it's funny how when things are going good, there's very little attention to where the money's coming from and what's going on. But with all the online political activism and stuff, yeah, you would think that this stuff would be much more scrutinized. All right, sorry, I don't mean to make you motion sick. I just realized I'm doing that on the whole screen behind me, not just my Photoshop. Okay. I'll maybe a handle on this. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they keep talking about food shortages. Burger King in Japan is having trouble getting potatoes. So they're going to, I think, replace potatoes. They're saying their solution, and I just saw the headline, so I have no idea what this even means. Their solution is ramen noodles for the potato shortage. So I don't know if that means they're going to make some kind of snack. It's not potato, but some kind of snack to go with burgers made from ramen or what. I don't know what that means, but they're going to do some French fry alternative because I guess the smaller companies are having distribution trouble. And yeah, it's funny because Burger King just kind of made its comeback again. It's like third comeback to Japan, and now there's shortages. Even McDonald's had that too. They had to use domestic. I think I talked about this. They had domestic potatoes. They had to use domestic potatoes instead of importing the American or whatever their source was. And the Japanese potatoes are smaller, so they couldn't make longer fries. So they decided to only sell small size fries because the container's smaller, so it doesn't look so ridiculous. But the very tall, large, supersized fry with a bunch of little French fries would look kind of silly. So they they limited their sizes for a while, for like a month, while they had a potato shortage. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, that's the only frustrating thing, or scary thing, I guess. It's more scary than frustrating. Japan is really susceptible to shortages because their supply, and it's all import. There's basically rice is domestically what we probably would never have to worry about, but other than rice, there's a lot of other things we could run out of because so much of it is imported. Yeah, I could see beef shortages and some vegetable stuff, or maybe components for things too, maybe cooking oils and stuff. We'll have to see what happens. So my diet could be radically changing as the upcoming. Yeah, I don't know. Have you guys had any shock at the grocery store? Any empty shelf space or anything where there's companies that are unable to make Oreos or Wonder Bread or something? I wonder where the shortages are going to hit first. I'm not implying that that everybody eats Oreos and Wonder Bread. I'm just trying to think of some brands. All right. Yeah, I like the cup and the toolbox together. Yeah, maybe pretending something is wrong in the break room. Might be cute. Alright. What should I... like a wrench or a screwdriver or something? To reinforce what this is supposed to be. Maybe a boom boom crescent wrench. Let's see if I can draw something that even slightly looks like a wrench. I think I've drawn this before. Better than this, hopefully. Maybe this should just meet. No. Yeah, I don't want to draw too much detail because then there's nothing. Reverse Oreos filling on the outside. Nice, nice. Yeah, right. Everyone's got to get out there. Grandmother's recipe for Oreos, and find out. Yeah, I wonder what where the shortages are. My daughter said there was some stuff that surprised her. There was some odd stuff, like unsweetened tea or something. She was saying was getting hard to get. Like it was only like Arizona or something. There were a couple of things, but nothing stuck with me as being, that surprising. Like a big wrench is horrible. Maybe just a screwdriver. But yeah, I wonder. And every area is going to be different. Every part of the country and then every part of the world is going to have different problems. So we'll see. But yeah, Japan I don't think has a lot of bargaining power. If China wants something or Europe wants something, I'm sure Japan is going to have to do without, just because they can't pay more, for a lot of stuff. I guess this is kind of a screwdriver. The handle needs to be just a little bit longer. Actually, I should just redraw it. There we go. A little more balanced. Someone get help. Yeah, it's a very, very clumsy looking screwdriver. I don't know. My lines are so inexact. Let's try that head again. I think it's just the angle. I'm trying to draw it kind of this almost isometric view, and I can't get it to look flat and angled at the same time. Yeah, that's even worse, isn't it? Yeah, because you can't see the angle. God damn. I'm going to have to get out my shift button, I think, my shift key. Is it just... Yeah, my lines are just thick and unruly. So this way, there we go. It's a little bit thinner. Yeah, I can't... This is the part I'm not doing well. That's gonna have to do. Flat. Yes, and I can't do any more detail on that handle, or else it's going to not have eyes. It looks more like a lightsaber hilt than a screwdriver. Oh well, it's just that kind of magical drawing. Oh yeah, and it doesn't fit in the toolbox. It does. There's no way that goes in the toolbox. All right, nice. Nice, big old extra long screwdriver. I'll try to fix that with some better coloring. Okay, so those guys will, I think, make one of the first parts here. Nice. Put these down here. Oof, a lot of indecision today. There we go. Yeah, like the screwdriver doesn't fit anywhere. I'm sure that'll be noticed in the comments. Oh no, the first version. The first version is lost in the... it's a little too long though, isn't it? In the history of undo. Yeah, the angle was... well, both angles are kind of weird. Okay. Alright. There we go. So, get rid of that. And now I guess we don't want any more toolboxes. So maybe what? Glue? What could have been in here? Maybe one of those amazing Gorilla Glue level demonstrations. Alright. And then, yeah, we'll fix that in the color. Looks more like, oh, maybe the cap should be longer so it doesn't look like paint. Oop. What did I do? Alright, I think I made an art board. I don't know what tool that is. I drew a new art board. Now it looks like a pencil. Yeah, what is... let's see. Oh, yeah, they're usually pretty long. Not that pointed, but long. This is going to be another thing that doesn't fit in its box, right? Yeah, something like that. Like it's kind of a super glue. Yeah, there we go. It doesn't fit in the box. That's going to be the theme this week. Oh, yeah. I can't erase it. It's right there. It's just right there. Yeah, I moved everything around so everything's a little bit out of whack. That's why I might be sitting. Oh, and you know, I'm looking in the right direction. Yeah. But everything is kind of behind me now, so I keep turning around to see other monitors, and the two monitors are like just flanking the camera, so it's an odd configuration. I'll get used to it, and I guess I'll get the windows set up a little bit better. Yeah, something impossible to erase. Yeah, that's why I try to, because it's the drawing part is so black and white that microphone looks silly or can get in the way. So I'm trying to keep it away, but still Be close enough. Alright, so they've glued together something, and maybe just like a flower pot or a cup or something. Reassembled. Or should it be a really weird combination of things? Yeah, because we have stuff that could be a board. Oh, a small jar. Yeah, what what two things would you not want to glue together? It was either destiny or a very powerful adhesive, keeping them together. Yeah, what are the always in the like the hardware stores and stuff? The demo object they always have for super glue, or they used to have. Phantom scribble. Yes, that's my OnlyFans. OnlyFans name. Phantom scribble. All right. Yeah, what could be stuck together? I guess I'll just... Yeah, something that's very odd. Oddly paired. Yeah, there's so many applications that, like, the places where you have to click or where the little sub-menus and stuff are getting so small. It's really ridiculous. I guess, that shows you how precise a mouse is at, clicking on a specific area. But when you're doing, like, pens and touch and things, you can't have such tiny controls. What was it? There was something on my phone that was driving me crazy about how tiny the... I think it was Dropbox or something. The Dropbox app on the phone had a couple of like weird tiny menus that I couldn't. My finger just wasn't, small enough to actually click the menu. That's really bad UI design. Yeah, but Dropbox is pretty bad. I've had a lot of weird stuff. A fire alarm. And yeah. Something. A bell pepper. I love some bell peppers. Love me some bell peppers. I have not drawn a bell pepper. Like a... yeah, I haven't. A fire alarm and a bell pepper. Yeah, I wonder... a bell pepper. Let me... Okay, I'll just draw a random bell pepper and see if I can make it work. I don't think I ever have. And so like that, kinda. Yeah, maybe I can do I don't need to make them black lines. I can do the color would change the contour. Make it a little, oops, a little wider and chubbier at the bottom here. Yay. It's a pumpkin. Yeah, that's a weird pumpkin, isn't it? Oh, yeah, so, wait. Oh, yeah, so maybe the top needs to be more like that. Like this. I'm trying to even imagine. And actually they have more like this. Yeah, it's more like a slender, like that. Whoops. I didn't even think what. Yeah, most of the peppers in Japan are that. They look like jalapenos. It's kidding. Very strange. Thick old peppers. Oh, and maybe at the top. Yeah, that's right. More wider at the top than at the bottom. So something more like. Oops. I like the thicker stem. More like that. Yeah, I think that this shape is closest. Yeah, more narrow at the bottom. I don't know what's going on with this one. We don't have to look at this anymore. Something. And maybe the stem actually should have a curve to it. That looks weird. It looks more like a nipple on a baby bottle. There we go. Something like that. Well, that's as close as a bell pepper gets. All right. A fire alarm. Now I have to draw a fire alarm. Yeah. Is that going to be recognizable? I guess when it's green, it'll be more recognizable. A bell pepper and... Okay, this one can go away. Actually, let me see if I can make this look a little more balanced here. I don't think so. Yeah, not great. Used to make great stuffed bell peppers. Oh, yeah, stuffed bell peppers. Yeah. The pepper was just the dish. You didn't have to eat it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, stuffed peppers are really good. Yeah, I haven't had anything like that in a long time. So a fire alarm, all I can picture for a fire alarm is like the big bell, the red... coated bell on a on a box on a platform. Yeah, when I think fire alarm, yeah, things are getting this is totally unidentifiable. I'm getting really bad at drawing, like thinking of something I want to draw and then trying to draw it first. It's getting brutal. I'm losing touch with, well, maybe more like a or like one of the pull handles. This is not gonna, they're gonna look very strange together though. Yeah, one of the pull in case of fire. No. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. All right, and then it says down here, pull in case of fire. No, that's not right. Looks like a sardine can. The more you know. Oh, interesting. Wow, yeah, I didn't know that the red and yellow. Oh, that makes sense, and I guess that's why the taste is the flavor is a little different. Is because they're not as mature. All right, I don't know if I can draw a fire alarm. Yikes. What else could be attached to a bell pepper? Oh, let me fill this so it can overlap. Something identifiable. Maybe not the. We don't need the board. Maybe a bell pepper and a stuffed bunny. These are very porous things. It's gonna look like a rabbit with an alien attached to it. A stuffed bunny. Well, I'll draw a stuffed bunny and see if it inspires you. I like drawing, the like stuffed toys, but without the like the face, like facing away. So wait, let's see if I can do this. My everything is a bit off. So like where the face would be, you're not actually seeing it. So, like this. Oh, so you'd have the tail here, right? There we go. Maybe a chubbier face. Yeah, right. So you don't see any details. It's just the kind of the shape of it. It's way crazy scale though. So then, you know, the eyes would be like there. I think I've done the. Oh, I think it was a bear. That's right. But maybe the sewing seam might be good too. I can do that in the color. So, where do you attach a bell pepper to a bunny? That's one of those philosophy questions, right? Isn't that one of those classic... All right. Let's see. Let's do this stem. I don't know. There we go. Something like there. A bell pepper and a stuffed bunny. This is like one of those improv shows where they ask for suggestions from the audience and then try to make something out of it. The color scheme could be really fun though. The do like a pink 70s looking Easter rabbit and a yeah, it looks like Katamari Damashi. Just some random stuff being picked up. It's too bad that the original creator, you know, stopped making those games, and then Sega or whoever had that just started trying to cash in on that property and did mobile games and stuff based on it. Yeah, that really stood out when that game first came out. Just that, you know, weird sense of humor and everything. All right, so the bunny and the pepper. All right, move these up. So, but maybe the whole thing, I don't know, it's like this way or something. Just so, well, and then it's not really defying gravity. Oh, and actually, let's do this. There we go. Yeah, the bunny's looking a little expanded. Yeah, really good soundtracks. Yeah, that's true. and very fun, like nonsensical story. Yeah, I think that was originally created. I think he was a teacher, and he really originally came up with that concept with some students, and then ended up making the game from it. I forget the story of it, but I just know he left, and they own the right. So that creation, that very original creation, was not his because he made it for whatever game company. Oh, maybe we'll. I don't know. This is going to be one of those. Yeah, so not have these guys together. Yeah, I don't know. It's a very odd composition. Okay, we'll try it. We're just going to get some question mark in the comments. But it's going to be fun to color. This is what I was thinking about for the... do like this for the rabbit. Oh, maybe a little. Yeah, a little. There we go. Contrast the pepper color. Nice. And then a bright yellow for the super glue. And just a lighter, well, maybe orange. How about blue with some yellow for the box? All right. And then I can go like this. Oh, gotta follow the shape of the... Okay, now put this here. Yeah, something like that. Yikes. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll do some texture on the rabbit to make the fur stand out a little bit. Or do you make it look like it's got some fuzziness? I can do that with this shading as well. All right. Yeah, I wonder what happened to that creator. Yeah, because I've seen they've done kind of revivals in mobile games where they're just kind of repeating best of levels and stuff, but the gameplay is kind of ruined. They didn't really understand what was so fun about a lot of the craziness. I think the thing that was so remarkable about that game is that scale that the game had, where you would start off picking up little tiny bits and pieces inside a house, and then once you got big enough, then you'd roll out into the yard, then you go into the street, you're going through the town, and then you're going across. The scale of that was really amazing. That was one of the things that felt so good about that game, is like pretty soon you're like rolling over to the airport and picking up 747s, and it had a really great sense of scale very quickly. Yeah, you got a big shock, you know, between what you were able to cling to next. Oh, maybe the here, yeah, top of the head. Look at that little fuzzy bunny. It just looks like grit. There, we're gonna try to minimize that a little bit. All right, and get the shape of the head in there. All right, and maybe some highlights on the pepper. I don't know if that's reading as a green pepper or not. And I guess I should put something between them that kind of can represent the glue, so it's a little bit, yeah, like something odd like that. So we understand a little bit better why they're stuck together. I don't know. Something like that. There we go. Oh, man. Yeah, what's the bunny's name, K5? Okay, let's try to put some eyes on this mess. Oh, I don't have any ground shadow there. Let's put these on the ground. Maybe a little bit more here. Nice. Is that big enough? It feels like it should all be a little bit bigger. There we go. All right. Yes. Pig guy. Yeah, I can just imagine that. That face, that super cheesy 70s Easter Bunny face. All right. So now on to the exciting world of coffee mugs in the break room. All right. Oh yeah, maybe like a this kind of red. That's a little too. There we go. Oh. All right. And my wacky screwdriver. Boop, boop, boom. Like an orange plastic handle. Nice. Oh, that box looks like McDonald's, doesn't it? Maybe just do a gray handle. There we go. And some kind of liquid. Some milk tea. Oh, maybe lighter. It's not contrasting very well. Some milk tea or something. Yeah. There we go. This one's going much easier. This will probably be the harder one to write, though. Come on. All right. There we go. Look at that. Little texture on there, and I put I'll try to make it look shiny and transparent all at the same time. All right. There we go. Now I'm not talking. All right, and then some super highlights. Go. Sounds like this summer things might be very back to normal in the US. The Comic-Cons and stuff seems like they're gonna start happening. I don't know if that's completely true, but I've been seeing people posting things on online about meetups and stuff, so crazy. All right, everything's very shiny. I don't know why I always work so I'm trying to draw these lines and I work so small so I can't see when I make big mistakes. Okay. There we go. Screw your decaf. Nice. Screw your decaf coffee, Mark. Look at that big old screwdriver. So he was starting to think. Things are getting broken on purpose. Oh boy. This one's gonna be a head scratcher. All right. Good job. Thanks, guys. That was a wonderful random inspiration. So now we have a a fuzzy pink bunny stuck to a bell pepper and a toolbox. All right. Well, let's look at some comments from last week. See what what happened. Let me see if I can get this to work. Nope. I'm in the void. I'm so glad you can fix this on the fly. Boom. Otherwise, that would be brutal. Okay. So something like this. Okay, so let's get a little mic. Whoa! I'll get the headphones on the mic arm. That's why. Okay. I'm so bad at this. Yeah, everything's turned around, so I'm having trouble positioning everything. Hopefully that's not too annoying. So I don't think this has gone out yet. No, yeah, so we'll do this one next week. Alright, so June 16th, slowly descending microphone. Soy Milk brought the whole... Whoa! This arm is very strong. It can move my whole desk. Soy Milk brought the whole breakfast discussion to a halt. Oh, 17 likes. 4 comments. Soy Milk is good, says Crazy Cat Lady. I don't trust soy milk, but I really like oat milk. I only use cow milk for baking. If it did not come from a mammary gland, it's not milk. Oh, there you go, Tito. Pass the unsweetened almond milk. Heavy whipping cream for baking. Got a lot of bakers in the comments. Nice. All right. And the one before, 14th. The required reading was the worst part of breakfast. One comment was, rereading the same cereal box every morning. Nice. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, there used to be a lot of text on the back of cereal boxes, or just like, yeah, jokes and activities and comic strips and stupid stuff. All right, and did we do this one? The 9th. Yes, yeah. Foreign mustards. Yeah, we did. All right, let's do a few random. Oh, there we go. There's a messy one. All of his soup holding attempts had proven futile. So, paper bag trying to hold soup. Is it? Oh yeah, it's supposed to be upside down. Maybe I should have put the face here so it made more sense. A paper bag trying to hold soup. On a related note, if I hadn't seen water boiled in a paper bag, I never would have believed it. Poor thing, an incontinent container. 9 years ago. All right. Yeah, that's a marker drawing. They were getting pretty good. Ooh, this is a weird digital drawing. So February 2018, one of them was a practical choice for communication. An old phone receiver, a banana. And I guess it's supposed to be a smartphone with its screen down. Let me guess. The banana? All right. After all the anticipation, he contained a rather small number of chips. 2017. Is that? Yeah, I think I started doing digital in 2015. So I think that's digital already. Wow. Lay's. Great comment. 2018. There we go. Roasting pumpkin seeds was never as simple as it sounded. Oh, it's everywhere. One of my falling down cartoons. Oh, sorry. It's kind of zoomed in a little bit here. There we go. Let's try this. Sorry. Yeah, some of the bigger ones are off camera. Yeah, that's a very full page cartoon. Jeez. Probably could have been a little smaller in the middle there. The only good way to roast pumpkin seeds is to have Rodney Dangerfield as the MC. All right. Roast joke. Literally. There's a marker drawing. Yeah, 2007. Actually, 2005. A buffet was the best place a baked potato would find respect. was the last place a baked potato would find respect. Jeez, can't even read my own cartoons. Baked potatoes. I love that. What was that? Sizzler or one of those like cheap steak houses. I have some image of a steak knife jammed like Excalibur into a baked potato. One of those cheap kind of buffet style steak houses, I think, did that. Oh, we've already seen this one. Summer was the rare season for melon-based hydration. There we go. The certainty of a software update made them already yearn for their current state. I remember the previous state. 2018. Software boxes. I don't think anyone's going to know what those were supposed to be. And 26. The broken jar of jelly. Yeah, we saw this one. Stared in disbelief at his former contents standing there before him. I don't know. It's not a very convincing broken jar, but... Alright, last one. After jogging, the sweat sock was certain he was being punished for something. Yikes. Alright, one more. Sweat sock, sweat sock. Oh, cheese. He was unconvincingly cheese-like. Which is why I tend to avoid sliced cheese. And... oh my... oh, there's a lot of comments. Ain't that the truth? Warning, this product contains something vaguely resembling but not consisting of cheese. Alright. The jelly escaped. Yes, yes. Nice. This was months ago, but I bought a new bag of coffee not realizing it was decaf and drank it for 3 days. Ugh, that's crazy. When your 3-year-old is an artist. Oops. No earthquake. Just kicking the mic or the camera stand. All right. The jelly is in fact escaped. All right. So cheese slices. Yeah, that's a digital one. So 2014, maybe. Yeah. Well, the coloring is always digital. I can't tell. Maybe it's just getting... yeah, I think the composition, though. I think I rearranged the objects. I think the composition is digital. So, yeah, already 2014 July. I think I was... yeah, we should go through and find the... that looks like marker, though. The waviness of these lines looks a little bit like marker. Yeah, I think this is marker. Still. Oh, and maybe I did get to the point where I was actually, selecting and rearranging objects if I didn't like the actual drawn composition. Yeah, those are each individual drawing. So maybe this is still marker. But I was getting more consistent. Oh, look at that. The line between non-traditional media and pranks was surprisingly blurry. Yeah, I want to find that exact date. I forget when it was. Oh, yes. Take care, K5. Get some rest. Don't mean to keep you up late. Oh. All right. But I will see you next week, hopefully. So take care and have a good rest of the week. Okay. So you're leaving me alone with Yum. Oh. Yeah. Good night. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. It's always good to see you. And good to see you on Fridays, too. For the weekly. That's excellent. All right. So let's try writing something here. Okay. Oh yeah, the black t-shirt is making me kind of lost against the Photoshop. Although if I change the Photoshop thing, it's going to be a lot of bright white. I think is it light gray or let me check. Interface. Yeah. Oh, we can do gray. Yeah, there we go. Maybe that's a little bit better. Then we can move this somewhere. There we go. Hopefully that's okay. Wow, this is very old school. This feels crazy old school Photoshop. I've been working on that black for so long. Yeah, this takes me back to the Mac days. My, what is it, Quadra 48 AV, whatever it was called, 480 AV. Oh, that thing was such a piece of garbage. But it was one of the first. It was AV because one of the first Macs that like supported like, little 240 by 480 GIF animation type video. But yeah, that was miserable. Because anybody with any sense would have bought a Silicon Graphics station or something and tried to work in actual digital animation. But I was just doing this kind of nonsense. Wow, very retro look on the old Photoshop here. I don't know how long that's gonna last. But it looks better on the stream, I think. I'm not just a floating head. Black background. Alright. So the idea for this one. Yeah, Microsoft Paint. Yes. Yeah, that would be. I should do some weird, choose some weird software one week and try to draw a cartoon in Paint or something very odd. That would be fun. Try to use all the tools and do a really weird look. Yeah, this is very DOS. Yeah, because I guess the color scheme is definitely Windows. Boom, boom, boom. But that weird gray makes me think Mac, early Mac, when you didn't have any control over the interface. Okay, so it was either Destiny or a super strong adhesive keeping them together. That was my original joke, I think. Super strong. That was, maybe it was. Yeah, it was either Destiny or a super strong adhesive keeping them together. I don't know. It's a weird. Yeah. Oh, Blender. Yeah, right. I really want to try that. I haven't drawn in Blender, and I've seen people do amazing stuff. Yeah, because it's got 2D tools, like actual drawing tools within a 3D environment and stuff. I gotta expand my horizons. I gotta quit using Photoshop so damn much. There's a lot of stuff out there that. So that's the idea. I don't know if that's the funniest way to put it, but the adhesive is right there. You're talking about him, and this one was something about. Oh, break room is not. Yeah, break things in the break room. Yeah, they aren't sure. Yeah, I think that works. That's good. All right. So, something about being suspicious that the teacup was causing, or the mug was causing trouble. Just to see the toolbox again. Yeah. Was breaking things. See him again. Hum. Just a D hum again. Jeez. Good typing. It was possible that she was breaking things. Breaking. I thought it was a bad word choice, so I didn't type it. That's funny. Something about repair. Okay, it was possible that she was. Or making up things like Yeah, having like imaginary problems. Humdinger. uh, hum. It's possible that she was imagining. Oh, sorry. Oh, she was imagining, not imagining, making up. Ah, this is the worst. Yeah, there's no words in my head today. For some reason. All right. It was possible that she was making all this up. Yeah, that's close, because then I don't have to say breaking or break room or anything, and who knows where. Yeah, oh, maybe I should make her smiling. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, that might be good if I can get it in the right angle. Yeah, it looks like a crack in the cup. There we go, something like that. And it just looks like a weird fold. Okay, wait. Let's do this all the way across. Yeah. Let's do this. So we have a baseline here. There we go. Aw, now she's smiling. Coming back to complete tools. Yeah, her last few dates have been real tools. Yeah, that's much funnier, isn't it? Yeah, I like the vagueness of that, though. And her little smile. She just ended up coming back to complete tools. She didn't mind that he spent all his time with a bunch of tools. Alright. And which one is it, though? Is it the toolbox or the screwdriver? Who knows? The ambiguity. Because it looks like she's, with that mouth, it looks like now she's looking more at the screwdriver than the toolbox. Who knows? How Freudian. Okay. So it was either destiny or super strong adhesive keeping them together. Yeah. There's something else there, probably. Oh, all these dialogues look so strange. It was either destiny or a super strong adhesive keeping them together. And both are it. Oof. It was possible that she was making all this up just to see him again. It was the beginning of both cartoons. Oops. No. So, wow, yeah, both of them are it. But she loves tools, yes. She loves complete tools, yeah. Yeah, that smile. I haven't done a smiling one in a long time. It's usually just little orange juice glasses and things that are smiling. Alright. Something like that, I think will work. Well, that was more painless than I thought. Not so amazing, but it's the right idea. And I think the randomness. He started to suspect. Ah, there we go. That's good. Yeah. Thank you, Yum. That's good. Then that way it's not both. It was. To suspect that she was making making at the top or the bottom? Ugh, I don't know which. That doesn't look very balanced. But this is weird too. I started to suspect that she was making all this up just to see him again. Oh yeah, maybe I'll do some little. No, I don't want to hint at any kind of weird repair or anything. I was going to do some water, like a puddle of water or something. But then she wouldn't be making it up. It would be a real thing. Oh no, yeah, Yoma's getting worried. The burden was falling completely on her. If you don't help me with this, Yum, we're not gonna get this cartoon out. Everything's gonna fall apart. Yeah, thanks for being here. Yeah, that's great. The started to suspect is much better than it was for everything. Especially reading them like in a row, if they're sequential, reading the same thing. It was this, it was that. It's not great. Destiny or so. Oh, so let me, just in case I miss some obvious typo. Oh, we've got some. Weird blank thing in there. There we go. Suspect that she was making all this up just to see him again. Nice. All right. Oh, good. Those work. Wow. Yeah, these looks. This when these dialogues pop up, I'm so used to them being dark that the light gray looks so strange. Looks like there's something wrong with the monitor. All right. Wow, so this is going to go until the end of... Yeah, we're almost at the end of the month. That's insane. Okay, and... Oh, I got to do a... update. Okay. There we go. Okay, so I'll upload these and then we'll eat some fried peanuts. I might have chosen the wrong kind. I was worried the spicy would be a little too spicy, or like, you know, they'd be much better with beer or something, which I think that's what they're made for, but I just got the salty fried peanuts, so hopefully they'll do okay. And I'm still trying to figure out the name, like the intention, the meaning of the name, what it's supposed to sound like. Oh, come on. All right. Sorry, just a quick upload and we'll be all set. Yeah, these are around, these little JPEGs that I upload are only around between 40 to 60K. They're pretty tiny. Yeah, really small. Not even a megabyte. All right. The microphone is just kind of creeping into frame. Okay, let's switch over to the convenience store. Yes, I'm trying to figure out. Oh, of course. I got another package that's going to totally key out. All right, so this week we're going to try... I've seen these around. I don't think I've ever tried them before. And there's a couple of different flavors and kind of variations of the snack. This is the kind of the plain, regular style. So we have Porippy snacks, which are kind of fried peanuts, as you can kind of see. Oh, it's totally keying out. I guess I should have gotten the non-green flavor. You can kind of see on the illustration, the photo on the front. It's peanuts with a little bit of batter, so they still have kind of the skin, the peanut skin on them, which probably helps the batter stick. And then there's kind of some sort of batter dribbled over them, and then they're fried. And this is just the salt, the original salt flavor. Yeah, this is too bad. Invisible. I should get a blue screen behind me that I can switch to for this, for these sorts of things. But yeah, so Japanese peanuts from Hokkaido. Everything seems to be from Hokkaido. And this is their weird little mascot. I don't know if you can see it. I think it's supposed to be like a Japanese black bear, but a very like 60s style character design. It's very old. The company's from the 20s, so it's a very old company. Company named Dendoku. Dendoku is makes a lot of fried snacks. They do some like chocolate and sweets, but mostly like fried bar snacks like this. So let's see how Porippy tastes. So wait, so Porippy. So P maybe for peanut, right? The P is for peanut. But what is the poru? Maybe some reference or word I'm missing for fried or something. It's probably a pretty old. Oh, they're really tiny. Yeah, they're much smaller than I thought. Oh, you can't see. Yeah, my light. Wait, I gotta get my light. It's a little further back now than it was before, so it's not lighting the same. Yeah, look how tiny they are. I thought the front of the package made it look like. I guess depending on the peanut size. Oh, they're really crispy. Pretty good. They're similar to something we've had before. Yeah, I think maybe the spicy is good depending on what kind of spice it is. But this original flavor is really good. What if we had that's like this? So it's really crunchy little half-battered peanuts. Half-battered. But I'm really surprised how small they are. Maybe I'm just spoiled by everything in the U.S. being so huge. Maybe just Japanese peanuts are much smaller. Wow, yeah, they're really good. If you like peanuts, this is a perfect combination because it's salty and a little bit crunchy. There's a little crunch to it. We've had something like this before already, but maybe this is one of the original versions. But it's definitely a real peanut, and it's just got a little bit of really light batter, which is I'm not sure. It doesn't specifically say like wheat or corn or potato starch or whatever. Yeah, nice. It's a really interesting combination of texture. And the batter doesn't like change the flavor. The peanut is still like the most dominant flavor. Yeah, I wonder if the spicy version of this might be nice if it's like a red pepper kind of spice. That would match well with beer for a snack. Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, so you'll find these around everywhere there's snacks. So, grocery stores, convenience stores, and everywhere. Yeah, that's my my other OnlyFans account. Half battered nuts. It's a very different. There's a lot of high heels and a lot of. Yeah, these are great. Well, I'd seen these around and not knowing what the batter was on them, because sometimes they do odd flavor combinations. I was worried, but these are really good. I know I'm going to be choking on them. Damn peanuts. Yeah, very, very satisfying. And they don't... Now I will stop eating them, so I'm not going to cough the whole rest of the stream. They're not only like a bar snack, like they aren't... yeah, there's something almost a little sweet, not sweet, but there's a like a little bread type flavor to the batter, to those battered nuts. That is, yeah, it's a good complement to the peanuts. Wow. Yeah, pretty good. But they don't taste like some of the bar snacks are very like super salty and very like the only thing that would satisfy your thirst when you're eating them would be beer. Like they have that bar snack spicy like burning saltiness to them. But these aren't so much like that. It's not like a super adult flavor. Yeah, I don't know. The I can't read any of the. A lot of the ingredients are crazy. Yeah, some protein stuff. something made from protein. Yeah, I don't see anything. It's probably just there might be some kind of just natural from whatever whatever the wheat or whatever they use for the batter, the flour. Oh, now I'm gonna start coughing again. I'm running out of water too. I can't be eating these. Ah, yeah, they're really good. But I'm surprised, very small. So maybe just the Japanese peanut is much tinier than the big American one. But it's a perfect complement. Whatever the recipe is, it's a nice complement. I can't quite figure out what that is, but it's good, and it's not overwhelming. Like they're not completely coated, so you get this one flavor and then the peanut flavor because it's half. You're right away tasting both. Yeah, sorry, I don't know enough of the kanji because I guess it's an old recipe, so everything has Chinese characters for it to read what the recipe is. Let's see. I pulled up the website. I don't think they have a breakdown of ingredients, but it's a pretty cool idea. Yeah, it just says salty or spicy version. Oh, I love their little motto. On the oh, maybe I can pull this graphic off. Can I? Oh, it's probably going to be a web. Oh no. Where is this image? I don't know. Okay, I'm going to just do a screen cap here. I'll paste it into here. So here's the their webpage in English. And there's that weird bear weird bear. Oh, let's switch back. Sorry. I don't have any of this worked out. Can I do this? Yes, there we go. So quick diversion here. So here's the website in English with their little logo. So that's the bear I was talking about. Kind of like a Japanese black bear because they have a white like pattern on their chest. So I think that's what that's supposed to be. Definitely looks like it's from the 60s. But little beans bearing big smiles. I love the motto there. And you can see around it the other types of... so this is the one... This is the... Whoops. One that we are... Come on, give me my pen. This is the one we're eating now. Come on, pen. Something's wrong here. This one. Yes. This one is what we're having now. And I guess there's some that have like, seaweed, and this one just looks like a edamame. All right. But the, yeah, I thought that was a funny slogan, but there isn't anything that shows the, if I go back to the convenience store, it's going to play the song, that shows the, ingredients. So I have no idea. Yeah, and this is the only English page with all of their like corporate, goals and stuff on it. But November 1924. Wow. In Yamagata. Crazy. For our snacks, put smiles on thousands of people's faces all over the world. Every minute we spend at work is a true delight. Okay, and last thing, we'll read the pledge. We pledge to make the most delicious and safe products possible with the know-how we have developed throughout our years in the industry. We aim to provide people with some very healthy products they can truly enjoy. We're always looking for various beans. We're determined to communicate the wonderful benefits of beans and bean culture to the entire world. Well, bean and bean culture. Oh my god. So I hopefully you enjoy. Yeah, I guess Japan's love of soybeans is a part of its bean culture. All right. So enough of that. I keep ruining these segments with green and yellow packaging that key out so that you can't see them. All right. What an adorable... And they don't name the mascot. Like, he doesn't have a particular name on him. I'm sure he has a name somewhere. Look at the Japanese site. Oh yeah, the Japanese site is much more... much crazier. All right. Yeah, it doesn't say what his name is, though. Such an exciting company. It's all about the beans. Wow. Bean culture, I love that. Yeah, I really should do a new logo for them. Yeah, the bear itself it looks like bad 60s animation. Ooh, it gets worse too. There's a Peanut King. Yikes. Somebody's nephew has been busy. Yeah, but I didn't see the name of the bear. That's too bad. That's funny. Yeah, they pride themselves on being the Mame group. Interesting. Oh, Dendoku. Yeah. Okay. I couldn't read that before. Yeah, that is a wacky, dated character, but I guess it's maybe identifiable. And when you're representing bean culture, it's important that you have a safe and reliable looking mascot. What is this guy's name? Yeah, there's nothing that says. Yeah, probably something like, yeah, Mame Guma or something. Something stupid, bean related. Oh, there it is. Denchan. Yeah, Dendoku. Yeah, so just Denchan. Denchan is loved by children and characters alike. So at the very bottom, usually where they have the links to the corporate profile and about and contact us and locations, they have a little tiny image of the bear, and it says Denchan is loved. But yeah, that's like Bodie McBoatface. That's one of the most obvious ways to do it. Here he comes. Oh, that's too much. Look at him. He's adorable. Oh, it's a PNG. That's why it looks so bad. Yeah, it's got that weird kind of cruddy Mr. Bean. Yes, Denchan. Dendoku's bear companion. Yeah, but it's funny that they do a Japanese style bear. So a black bear, not a brown teddy bear, but a black bear. So it looks more, because they have bears here, but they're pretty small black bears. So because they're such an old Japanese company, they went with it. Oh, should we enter the lottery in June? So we can win a package of refreshing salt lemon buttery peanuts. What? So you give them your information and they send you a package of lemon peanuts if you win. Oh, the E size. Oh, that's right. It was on the front of the package that it says always the E size. So that's this like small kind of packet size. I think they have a bigger one, like a double size, but they keep calling it the E size, 53 grams. Oh, wow. What an exciting lottery to enter. That's funny. So funny. Oh, there we go. A little bit of Japanese peanut snack culture. Thanks for hanging in there with me. I know that was fascinating. Oh, wow. Yeah, so uneventful week, so nothing to complain about. Bean lottery, what's that? It is bean culture. Yeah, yep. I mean, I'm sure there is a bean mafia. I'm sure they fix the prices, like the poor farmers trying to sell their beans, and then Denroku comes in with Denchan and leans on them. Be a shame if anything were to happen to this nice little bean farm you got here. And then they batter all the peanuts. Oh man, yeah. I gotta. It's a. Oh, wasabi. Yeah, that would be nice. I wonder if they do make a wasabi snack. That seems like a logical. I've had wasabi peanut snacks. So yeah, because the color of the package does look very wasabi, but it's no, it's just salt flavor. That's a yeah, good thought though. I bet they have a, especially because it's an old Japanese company. They must have a wasabi version. Now I have to try that if I can find it. Yeah, just beans, spicy ones, lightly salted ones, ones that are kind of dried squid and soy sauce kind of coating, and then a mix of everything together. Oh, maybe that's where I've had something like this before, in one of those like snack mixes where there'll be a peanut of some kind, versed in battered peanuts. There'll be some kind of nut in there, as kind of a to add to the variety. But I haven't only had those. But those are really good. I mean, they're really satisfying. Kind of. Yeah, I don't see any wasabi snack though. That seems logical. Maybe there's somebody that just that's their thing, so they don't try to compete. Yeah, salty butter. A lot of buttered peanut snacks. Boy, they got this nut culture cornered here. Oh, and then they do sweet stuff as well. Yeah, that's weird. If they do spicy, you'd think they would do a wasabi as well, because that goes really good with alcohol. The wasabi flavor. Wow. Well, I gotta work on that, setting up that OnlyFans. That would be really funny if something like that would work. I get it. Okay, I'm gonna just do a quick search if anyone is actually doing that. Twitter. Oh, Fapcat. Oh yeah, it is on OnlyFans. Oh, wait. Oh wait, I gotta be careful. I don't want any erotic audio going out on the stream here. I don't know what the hell this is. It'd be funny. Yeah, it's some kind of erotic cartoon, and it does list OnlyFans. Oh no, it's just a girl with Snapchat filters on. Oh, Cartoon Pink has a OnlyFans. Oh wow, what could possibly be on? Yeah, Cartoon Pink I think is like a Las Vegas illustrator. She has a lot of connections with like the porn industry, so she does a lot of portraits of porn stars. Yeah, she's got kind of a funky, shiny style. Yeah, but so there are cartoon porn illustrators on OnlyFans. But is it just their art? That's weird. There's supposedly videos. There's 43 videos as well. So maybe there is. Yeah, maybe there are people drawing erotic cartoons on OnlyFans. That's so funny. Who would have thought? Lewd teapots and such. Yes. Yeah. So funny. Yeah, it would have to be. I guess she does like just original stuff, because I think you couldn't. All the people that do like Disney or Simpsons or whatever, like weird Rule 34 kind of stuff. Yeah, I don't think there's any way they could do that on OnlyFans. Weird. That's so funny. I thought for sure nobody would be doing that, but yeah, I think she's gotten a lot of attention because she's a woman that draws dirty pictures, so that gets her a lot more attention. Interesting. Inanimate erotica. Yes. All those erotic outlet and plug, 3-prong plug with the ground, you know, they have the grounding. Oh, that could be pretty steamy. Yeah, but if there's videos too, then I bet there's you know, drawing video, like maybe time lapse or whatever of drawing pieces and stuff. That's really funny. Yeah, it's funny, not different from Patreon, but OnlyFans doesn't show you like how successful or whatever they are, like how much they're making. Maybe there is a way to do that, but yeah, weird. So funny. Everyone's got to eat. 3 Pro 5. Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'll need your help, Yum, naming all of the erotic inanimate object characters. Oh man, crazy. Yeah, of course. There's OnlyFans. Hey, unknown girl, how's it going? Good to see you. You just missed my invisible peanut snack. They were battered peanuts, but of course the packaging was like light green, so it totally keyed out. I gotta be more careful with that, or maybe just not do a green screen for the snacks so that they come across better. Maybe I'll just do a funny background or something. Yeah, we were just looking at OnlyFans cartoon porn. Not looking at it, but looking to see if it existed on OnlyFans, and of course it does. Of course it does. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of the weird, you know, the anime style, you know, the Japanese style illustrators that are not ever from Japan doing that. So funny. Yeah, weird. Oh, that's right. They have that Disney filter too. Oof! I'm so glad you guys aren't looking at my search, but I was just looking for the if there's any of those sites, and they've got that Disney filter that makes your face look like a Pixar kind of Disney character, and of course people apply those to porn, porn images, or maybe you have to do it, for your own homemade stuff or whatever. So that's not too disturbing. Yes, the incompetence, the technical incompetence is it's my specialty. Yeah, I'm just glad I got everything rearranged and it's still working. Yeah, these things are great. A little crispiness, and you get the peanut. Perfect. Nice. Oh boy. Yeah, so anything else going on? Oh yeah, unknown girl, you missed the you missed the suggestion of the toy bunny and the bell pepper for for the cartoon you're looking at. Yeah, I gotta clear my browser history. It's full of OnlyFans cartoon porn. I bet there's not a lot. I bet Cartoon Pink is probably one of the few people that's doing that. Because she's a woman and got attention because of that fact, and then that platform's a perfect match. And like most artists, she looks like her drawings. Like when she draws a woman's face, it mostly looks like her. It's like the hair color and the eye color match the person it's supposed to be, but it mostly just looks like her. Woo. My erotic toasters are going to be incredibly popular. That's true. Yeah, what if? What if people found out you were into watching cereal boxes and bowls of sugar interacting? Yeah, that's funny. I wonder how quickly my syndicator would dump me if they found out I had a OnlyFans account for the for the same cartoon. Nice. Oh, yeah, I should get this maybe closer. I don't know. Yeah, the angle is a little different with the camera, so I'm not quite sure. Not quite sure if it's working or not. All right. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, the that Rule 34, if it exists, there is porn of it. But we could be the best. Oh, that's true. Yeah, you could. Yeah, because you can put anything on there. So yeah, that makes sense. Just put, and especially because it's OnlyFans, people might subscribe just to see what it is, and then when they find out it's not, then they're probably who knows what the refund policy. Usually for adult stuff, they make refunds as hard as possible. So yeah, that would make sense, and it's an easy way to make something paid because it's just a built-in paywall. There's really nothing. I guess Patreon is a little bit like that, but that, yeah, that would make sense if you just wanted to get people to buy something. You could just put it on OnlyFans, and people, if it was odd enough and mysterious enough, they would probably just subscribe just to see what the heck you were trying to pull. Yeah, right. Oh, my mic stand is still creeping down. Yeah, that's true. That would be funny. It's like, no, I just signed up for this podcast. It's not what you think. Yeah, that's funny. You would get people curious, but yeah, you would also get people that wouldn't go anywhere near it because they don't want to register an OnlyFans account. Yeah, that's funny. Because I think wasn't the original intention of that website just to give access to fans for whatever you're doing. So you could be a jewelry maker or, whatever, singer or whatever, and you would put paid content behind this kind of fan website paywall, and then get people to support you. Yeah, right. They're very. It makes you look sus. Yeah, but OnlyFans just like became this point. I guess because they allowed it. That's probably the big difference. Because Patreon is kind of back and forth between if they're okay with, like, they will cancel accounts for whatever weird reason, but OnlyFans was totally cool with it. So I think that's why it attracted all of the the cam girls and stuff that it has now. But yeah, originally I think it was supposed to be benign. It was supposed to be just like what's that where you can request a little video from a famous person. I think it was supposed to be more like that. Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. I mean, like Twitter versus Instagram, they just said, yeah, you can't post nudity here. So then everybody went to Twitter because, yeah, Twitter didn't have any problem. It's so weird. Twitter is like this moral arbiter and makes these decisions when they just like let hardcore porn on Twitter, which I think they should. I think all platforms should be okay with that and then just filter it so that they can, so that some people can comfortably use it. But yeah, it's weird that they censor speech and control speech and who can be on the platform, but then there's hardcore porn. How are both of those things coexisting? Yeah, very odd. Yeah, I wonder what the original justification was. It was probably just they wanted the platform to be as free as possible and have as a wide a variety of members as possible. It's so strange. No, that's true. They would have to have some strong filters, and of course, people trying to sell stuff on those social networks would figure out ways around filters. So yeah, you're right. You would have kids running into stuff because I think isn't it like 13 or whatever for Instagram? So then maybe that's why. If they chose their users to go as young as 13, then of course they couldn't have any adult content. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's very funny. It'd be funny to do like cooking videos or something on OnlyFans that are just like straightforward cooking videos. And just the descriptions make the descriptions very sensual. And see how many people watch them and go, "What? There's nothing. I'm not getting off on this. What's this about?" Uh, yeah, I'm not sure how. Yeah, let me see. How old do you have to be? It might be. Oh no, 13. Yeah, Twitter's 13 as well. So that doesn't make any sense. They must have a filter in there. Yo, why the hell was Instagram harassing me about my age? That's so weird. Yeah, but maybe they just have a level of because I think by default Twitter doesn't show sensitive content, so you have to maybe say I'm over 18 and I want to see this in your account. But then it puts it on you. If you're a kid lying about your age, it puts it on you. According to Twitter's rules, people under 13 years old are not allowed to create accounts or to tweet. Oh, this is from 2018, though. Yeah, weird. It's all such bullshit because, so much of the YouTube and so much stuff, I mean, it's just like, tweens. It's like 10, 11, 12-year-olds that are the huge, like, moving force of, popularity for, celebrities and, famous people on various platforms. It's little kids that are just bored out of their minds. And so these companies are figuring out how can we get those numbers and get those eyeballs and stuff and then tell advertisers that those are legitimate users when they have zero buying power or anything. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, I guess Twitter in 2018 was like screwing around with this whole thing. Or if you were under 13, they're supposedly locking your account. Whatever. I can't believe Twitter's still around. I mean, it's become a default like kind of public square, but the company is run so poorly. I don't believe they haven't, killed themselves already with their bad decisions. So Twitter age is 13 up. General advice is users should be 16 and should have their account set to private. Yeah, that's a pretty good idea, that you probably should only have a public account when you're 18 because there's going to be people stalking you and DMing you and whatever. Yeah, Twitter's so weird, and it didn't, like, Twitter has never, they have just let the users tell them what the platform is and how they're going to use it, because all of, like, the retweeting and liking and all of the mechanical parts of Twitter were just created by the users. So they just threw up basically an SNS, is SMS? Short message. Yeah, they basically made a message board out of an SMS system. And that's why the character limit. And then didn't have any idea what the hell that was, but then people caught on that you just have this big toilet wall, like public toilet wall you could write on. And so then they wanted to start interacting, and they chose how to interact just using that message system, and then Twitter started to try to build that into the functionality. But they have no idea what they're doing. It's crazy. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you can't be scrolling your Twitter feed and have a bunch of porn coming up. Yeah. Yeah, that's too bad. I think the death of MySpace was Fox bought them. I was like there for that. I was working for a company that the company that bought or was working with I think they were, I forget how they were connected. No, I think it was Fox bought us and MySpace at the same time. That's right. And then some of the people that were redundant, that were kind of like lose their jobs in the downsizing, they could choose to jump over to MySpace if they wanted. But yeah, Fox, I don't know what they were thinking, but they thought that, oh, okay, so this was, well, basically what we were told. We were doing animation and kind of viral, kind of silly viral video song parody animation stuff for this platform, and they killed it. It became Fox Interactive, and then they killed it because they're like, well, people are generating their own content for free on MySpace, and we just bought MySpace, so we don't need you to be producing content anymore. We were just going to let users make it. And yeah, It's very weird. Mm. Yeah, there's some really funny tweets on Twitter. Unfortunately, some of my favorite like comedians and stuff, once they got on Twitter, they started being so woke and politically correct or whatever, whatever you want to call it, that they stopped being funny really fast and just started fighting with people. They stopped posting funny things. And I think because it's difficult to be funny and to like use the quickness of your your comedic wit or whatever to reply, and then not worry that you're stepping on you're being ableist or sexist or homophobic or transphobic, like it'll be misinterpreted, so you can't be quick and funny on that platform anymore. So it forced a lot of comedians to just be these clout chasing bullies, woke bullies. Ugh. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, and didn't MySpace like lean heavy into the music aspect of it? I think they did like a record. They even had like a recording label or something, like a record label that they were trying to do with MySpace. I remember that once upon a time there'd be like MySpace stickers on CDs and stuff. But yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I wonder why they couldn't, figure out well, because it was Fox. I think because Fox bought it, and didn't know what to do. Just like a lot of the people want to get into, okay, social media is becoming a thing. How do we get into it? Should we start our own platform or just buy an existing platform? And yeah, Fox said they're just gonna buy one and then kill it with their incompetence. Yeah, that's very weird. Very very typical though. That's a very that was like Japan's strategy in the 80s. During the Japanese bubble where they had too much money. They're just like, oh, we want to get into this. Well, let's just buy a movie studio. Let's just buy a TV studio. We want to get into Hollywood, so just buy one of those companies and then we'll be in. Right. Yeah. There's a real emphasis on music, and customizing your your page. That's right. Yeah. I think I had a MySpace page, but I never used it. I barely was involved with what was the other one? Friendster, like Friendster and MySpace and early social media. I was barely using any of it, but I was working on website. I was doing like internet website development and stuff, but I never used any of that. Yeah, because I didn't have anybody around me that was using it. Yeah, weird. Wow, Google's searches for Twitter and age are very strange. How to figure out someone's age by how they talk on Twitter. Creepy. Uh, wow. All right, that's it, Yum. I'm looking at all your likes on Twitter right now. Yeah, that's true. If you don't attract attention, from the woke mob, yeah, I'm sure you can still be funny. If you've kind of cultivated an audience. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. I'm publicly posting all of Yum's likes. Yeah, that was the thing when the bullying really started, when people started to be attacked for who they followed on social networks and stuff. Yeah, that's really stupid. Hmm. Oh yeah, top 10 friends. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right. So and so is no longer a top 10 friend. I can't believe it. I'm the 11th most important person in your life. God damn. Hmm. Yeah, it's funny the winners and losers of all of this stuff. It doesn't quite make sense. It's definitely not the best platforms that survive. Getting canceled. Yeah, it's really strange the way people want to use stuff. Hmm. Brutal. I'm just doing inanimate object cartoons and possibly porn. Maybe you don't know. You haven't figured out my OnlyFans name yet, so maybe you'll never find it. Hmm. That'd be funny if somebody did that. Like they went. So it was like some super mainstream person that just gave it all up and says, "I'm drawing hardcore funny animals." from now on. Because it wouldn't be much different. Like that would be if you gave up your job at like an animation studio or whatever to just do OnlyFans. That would be similar to somebody working like a service job or a retail job and just saying, no, I'm just going to do OnlyFans and work from home. I'll work from home drawing. Poke your grandma back. Oh, that's right. Poking. That's Facebook, right? Yeah, Facebook did the pokes. Do they still have pokes? Somebody poked you. Poke them back. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of illicit affairs began and ended with a poke. You know the affair is over when they don't poke you back. Yeah. Uh-oh, I better be careful. Yeah. Well, that's what my OnlyFans is going to be. My OnlyFans is going to be a list of everything that Yum has liked on Twitter, all the dark humor that Yum is into. So it's kind of a it's a way to get people to pay for my detective work. Yeah, it's so funny. But people just love to rat on each other, and I can't believe how now that culture has made it into like Washington Post, and I mean like people that were hired as journalists are nothing more than these clout chasing woke bullies now. It's really bizarre because especially when you're doing articles that are only appearing online, all you want is clicks and views and retweets or whatever the your blog mechanism is, and so yeah, it creates the worst kind of people. Oh no, Yum, I'm sorry, I'll do anything you say. That weird peepee looking thing. Oh no, yeah, that should have been a clue into the I forgot I wasn't drawing for my OnlyFans. I was drawing for the regular live stream. Oh man. Yeah, anytime I do that, I'm like drawing like weird plants or weird like alien shaped things or whatever, just random stuff. Yeah, I have to always be careful. It always leads into it's just a couple of, if it's too symmetrical or too elongated or whatever, it always like reads as naughty. Oh man. Yeah, what was I trying to draw? I was trying to draw like vases or something one time in K5. I was like, are you just drawing bongs now? Is that just like a series of glass bongs? So it's exactly what it looked like. Yeah, that's funny. Because the cartoon started like that was a big part of, I liked drawing recognizably, like familiar things, like very familiar household things, and especially from my memory and childhood and stuff. And it's fun to do that, but I realize it's getting harder and harder because I'm getting so much more distant from my familiar things of America, and it's all because there's nothing like this weird shape in Japan. Like the little packets and stuff that they use are very different from other countries. So yeah, it's very odd. Yeah, this is fun talking talking OnlyFans and MySpace. Wow. Yeah, is MySpace still a thing, or did they totally kill it? Like, does the website still exist? Because it seemed like you could. No, it's still there. Oh wow. Wow. Yeah, they're still leaning into the music thing too. That's so funny. Oh, it is still music. Wow. Connect with people, yeah. Wow, so pages may still exist. Oh, that's so funny. You can sign up for MySpace using your Facebook login or your Twitter account. So who owns MySpace now? Part of the Entertainment Weekly network. The People Magazine and Entertainment Weekly? Oh, really? What happened? Wow, that's weird. Yeah, and it's all I'll just list it as MySpace LLC, but it says People Magazine and Entertainment Weekly. Yeah, it's I don't know what it is though. It's hard to figure out because it's all the front is all music. It's like Tom York, Dolly Parton, Bikini Kill, the Yeah Yeah has. Yeah, so they're still leaning into the music culture thing. Oh, but then there's weird pop culture stuff. So maybe like the content, that they produce for like People Magazine or Entertainment Weekly, they filter some of those articles. That's weird. Yeah, they're never gonna be able to resurrect it. It's a very, yeah, corporately poisoned thing. I wonder if it even has any kind of number of users. Weird. Connect with people. Yeah, that would be really cool. Yeah, like the internet time machine and stuff. Like, yeah, that'd be cool. You could see people's old MySpace pages. There's another way to woke bully people is go go find their old when they were like 13 years old, their MySpace page. Oh, can you believe them? They thought they were so dark and edgy, and now they're an accountant. Oh, interesting. Whoa, something is talking to me. Oh, MySpace is trying to talk. Okay, stop talking, MySpace. There's some ad that was trying to talk. Sorry about that. Very weird. YouTube and MySpace and his thing and her thing. What a world. Well, that's so cool that John used that drawing. I messaged him on Instagram and said, yeah, I made these, and if you want to use them, use them. I think he found it. He finally found my post. Nice. Or maybe from the subreddit, probably. Yum can never be president. Too much cringe. Well, that'll be how you'll be elected pretty soon. Is like if you were cringy enough to be, because politicians have to have a high level of cringe in their background. We would still vote for you. Yum, definitely. The Prime Minister of Cringe. The yeah, that's funny. It is going to be really weird, though. I mean, with everybody that's resorted to MySpace and stuff, we're definitely going to get. Well, we've already gotten like school teachers and stuff with MySpace pages, so that's going to become more and more a thing. You're just going to see everybody's nudes show up once they become a public figure. Then people will dig for their, or people will make them. Now you can. So convincingly deep fake stuff. That's going to be brutal. And then there'll be a whole thing around that. Yeah, I don't like any of these interfaces of any of this. I guess Instagram specifically has a crap website because they don't want you to use it. They want you to they want you to use the app on your phone. Yeah, it was funny for the longest time, or I guess still now, you can't upload photos directly to the. Am I saying MySpace? I meant Instagram. You can't upload photos directly to Instagram from the website. You have to kind of do that back end, do that weird meta Facebook, Instagram back end thing. I'm not sure if that's only business accounts, but to get stuff on there. It's very strange. Yeah, like later.com and stuff. You can use that to post stuff. Yeah, weird. Oh, man. Well, I think that's going to have to do it. Oh, yeah. Well, 3 hours. Darn. That's going to have to do it. Unless I can find my old MySpace page. I don't think there's much more to do. Much more to do today. But yeah, I'll be back next week, and we can help Yum kind of purge a lot of that cringe out of her past, and hopefully get her political career moving. You can run. You can be running mates with. God damn it! With who in Texas? Who are they? Who are they starting to groom? McConaughey, Matthew McConaughey. Yeah, you can be Matthew McConaughey's running mate. That's brutal. All right, so everybody, yeah, take care, and thanks so much for watching and lurking and everything. Hopefully, it was enjoyable, and thanks for the input for the helping with the writing and the suggestions of the rabbit and the bell pepper. So good night, everybody. And if this is your first time watching, abusecartoons.com is the website. And we looked at the comments on gocomics.com/domestic abuse. So the whole archive of the cartoon is there, as well as comments throughout the years. And Abuse Cartoons on social media. And this will be archived on both YouTube and Twitch if you want to see it in the future, if you're just catching the end of it. And subscribe to be notified of when we go live. And thanks again for joining me. Everybody take care and have a good rest of your day, late night, good morning, wherever you are. So take care and see you next week. Goodbye.